Welcome to Santa Pola. I have to say, what an amazing beach Santa Pola has. So let's go and find out exactly how busy Santa Pola town is in winter time. But let's face it, the beach is dead. Welcome to Santa Pola. In the summertime, this place is mobbed. You can't move. Today, there's one lonely soul on the beach, enjoying the sun. And then there's me. So the good thing about Santa Pola is it's not that far from the airport. It's got some fantastic apartments, and they're building some new apartments here as well. And there's a fantastic bit along the seafront. And you can also get the boat to Tabarca Island from here. You can also get it from Alicante. But generally, a lot of people, if you're going to get the boat to Tabarca Island, you get it from Santa Pola. Can't believe there's one person on the beach sunbathing. So the last time we were up here, it was really quiet at this time of year. A lot of the bars and restaurants were quiet, but it is about, I think it's about half 12, 1:15 on Wednesday. As well as fantastic beaches here in Santa Pola, it does have this fantastic restaurant that if you want to sit and you want to look over the water, it's brilliant. Or if you want to sit down on the beach, you can sit down on the beach. Right. Let's take a walk along. Let's check out some of the prices of the food first. So, get a menu del dia for €15. That's not bad, €15 for that menu del dia. Or you can just get the normal menu. It's a cracking location. So let's have a walk along the front and see how busy Santa Pola is today. Aliop, or Ale Hop, or whatever it's called. The shop with the cow. The thing I've noticed about this part of Santa Pola is they are spending a lot of money on it again. It's one of those little places that in the summertime is absolutely busy as anything. And I think it's only going to get busier as a town because they are building some big apartment blocks on the outside. They are spending a lot of money. There's an apartment block down the front that's all modern and new. And does it rival Torrevieja? That's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. If I wasn't driving, I've got a canya and a tapa for $1.50. I've got to say, there's a place in Torrevieja that does that also. And but they have a Burger King right on the seafront. And they've got an upstairs bit, an Asian restaurant. But we're wanting authentic Spanish. And I know that there's one, there is quite a few new places opened here. There is definitely quite a few places open here. It's really interesting. So Santa Pola is definitely one place that is kicking on. And I've got to admit, because you've got the harbour bit right at the front, it's a bit better than Torrevieja. I mean, we're not going to compare the two. They're two different towns completely. It's Santa Pola. Interesting. Crazy thing is, it is absolutely roasting today. It's hitting about 17 degrees when I first left. It's going to hit around about 23 degrees today. I've got a jumper on and I shouldn't have had a jumper on. I actually came out with a coat, or a jacket as we call it in Scotland. Anyway, it's warm. This is the area where you can get the boats to Tabarca Island. As you can see, there is lots of boats that are usually on this harbour area. And a few of them will be out. One thing that I have noticed, some of those boats over there used to be berthed in Torrevieja. And if you're looking for a beachfront property, well, not beachfront, but harbour front, there are quite a few apartments for sale looking onto the seafront. I'm going to show you this apartment block up there, because this is what's happening with this area of Spain, and that's why it's up and coming, and property prices are just going through the roof. There's an apartment block up here. It's all like modern looking. So you've got this apartment block up there. It's just a brand new build. We're still finishing it. But when you look at it compared to the older ones, it looks fantastic, and it'll all be all modern inside. And it does have a view right over the harbour and the fish market. And when we stayed in Torrevieja, one thing that we did notice was a lot of the fishing vessels had started to leave and not return. They would come in, but they built that whole new complex for the fishermen to come into. They started the new builds, and it seems to have had the adverse effect. A lot of the boats, I recognise a few of those boats over there, they definitely used to be parked up in Torrevieja. Have they moved up here because it's the bigger fish market? Are they getting better money for their fish up here? Are they able to get it to where they want it to be quicker? Anyway, questions. And the thing is, it's what they've done as well in Torrevieja. They've stopped locals getting anywhere near the fishing boats, which the guys that used to come in, and it was devastating, because you would see all the locals going down with their carrier bags, and they would fill up their carrier bags with fish. The fishermen would sell it straight off the boat to the locals, and now they don't have that opportunity because it's all locked in behind a gate. In Santa Pola, doesn't seem to be as strict. And there's one of the boats that's come in from Tabarca Island. Santa Pola to Tabarca. As I say, they do go out quite often. Let's have a walk up to the fish market. You have people fishing off the harbour. Market's closed obviously because the fish really came in this morning. So let's show you how close Tabarca Island is actually from Santa Pola. We'll walk over this way and see, and there's a cracking beach at this side as well. Fantastic little beach. And you have stone rocky bits coming out each about every 100 metres, just to make sure the sand doesn't get washed away from these beaches. And if I zoom in, when I get to here, you'll see how close it is. And there we go. Tabarca Island. That's how close it is. And then as we zoom round this way, you'll see it's a fantastic beach. And then as you zoom down this way, down the coastline, they're still building. Now this area down here, there's some amazing houses. And as you can see, there's cranes, so they're obviously building even more down that area. There's quite an exclusive set of houses down there that are worth quite a few quid. Anyway, that's Santa Pola. Well, let's go and get some food. I'm hungry. So I wanted to get just a Montaditos, and I've ended up coming to a place where I've had to order it all. I wish I'd recorded that, because I had to order it all in Spanish. I had to speak to her in Spanish. She doesn't speak English. But anyway, it was good, all good. So wait and see what we're getting for lunch. I've stopped off at this place in Santa Pola. In the summertime it does lots of ice cream and cakes and stuff. All the good stuff in life. So I did just pop into that nice little bar for a little Montaditos, some lemon, a cola zero and a coffee. And it was €8. I should really have went to Cien Montaditos, so it was further away down the street. I'm trying to get back to the car, so anyway. see if I just kept on walking, that little place there is a little takeaway cafe type place. And I would have saved myself about €5. Never mind. We live, we learn, we move on. I'm not sure what's going on with Santa Pola, but I've just seen about 3 new places that's opened in the last year, and there's workmen and there's guys in on another place that's getting ready to open. Up and coming. So my time here in Santa Pola has come and gone. It's time to get ready to move on. Yes, still people sunbathing on the beach, Santa Pola, in January. That being said, what a fantastic little place. Brilliant. But it's great, it's absolutely fantastic. I love the place. Would I come back here in the summer? Definitely. On that note, hasta luego.